Hello and welcome to another conservation episode. Once again, my name is Alex Cline and I am your conservation educator from the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife Resources. Today is our final conservation episode for the school year, so I figured let's do something fun, leave the computer at home, and get outdoors on a virtual fishing trip. So grab your stuff and let's go. Today, we're heading to Nolin River Lake and fishing for crappie. Crappie are some of the most popular fish that we have here in Kentucky because they're fun to catch and they taste great. There's two species of crappie in Kentucky, the black crappie and white crappie. Hopefully today, if we're lucky, we'll have a chance to see both. With any outdoor adventure, safety comes first. So before we head to the lake, let's make sure that we have all the proper safety equipment. There must be a Coast Guard approved life jacket for every person on the boat. So one for me and one for you. There also must be a throwable flotation device. Each boat must have a working fire extinguisher with a valve that reads full and also an air horn. A few other great things to have while out on the water that are not required but still very important would be something like a hat, a pair of sunglasses, plenty of water, extra gas, and a copy of the free Kentucky Fishing and Boating Guide. Now that we have together all of our safety equipment, let's get our fishing equipment ready. We're going to start off with a pretty simple setup. So at the end of our line, we have a small hook. Above the hook, about a foot, we have a sinker. The sinker is going to add a little weight to the line so we can cast just a little bit farther. About 2 foot above our sinker, we'll have our bobber. Our bobber is a flotation device that's going to allow us to see when a fish bites the hook. When a fish bites the hook, the bobber will be pulled underwater so we'll know to reel it in. Throughout the day, we might change it to where we're fishing a little bit deeper or fishing a little bit shallower, depending on how the fish are biting. So, I have one rod and reel for me and one rod and reel for you. For our bait today, we're going to be using minnows, which are great bait for a variety of different fish, especially our target fish for today, the crappie. One last thing before we head to the lake, anybody that's 16 years or older has to have a valid Kentucky fishing license. Well, what are you waiting for? Hop in. So now that we're out here on the lake, we're going to be looking for good places to fish. One thing you want to look for are things like these stick-ups coming up out of the water. Fish love to hang out and hide near these stick-ups, so we can cast our bobber right next to the sticks, let that minnow drop into the water and float just above where the fish are. The way that the mouth of a crappie is made, they are only going to eat food that is above them. So we don't want to put that minnow way down on the bottom. We want to put it to where it's above the fish so they can come up and eat the minnow. So not what we're looking for, but still a fun fish to catch. You can tell that it's a largemouth bass because when you close the jaw, the corner of the jaw goes back behind the eye. So that is a largemouth. There we go. We got our first crappie. This here looks like we got a white crappie. Now, to keep crappie here on Nolin River Lake, they have to be 9 inches long. So here we have our easy checker. We put our fish down in, squeeze that tail, comes out to about 9.5 inches. So we do have a keeper. Now that's a good one right there. A little feisty. So I don't think we have to measure this one, but we can just to see how big it is. Put him right down in our easy checker, right at 11. Another keeper. And we got another white crappie. It's going to be another keeper.